So you have to raise your hair up a bit and bring your whatever you are using to apply this part, bring it downward like you're bringing. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're my returning subscribers, welcome guys. If you're just coming across my face for the first time, hi, welcome to this beauty space. I'm HD Signatures. On today's tutorial, I want to try out the Siren Eyes. So if you enjoyed this tutorial at the end of the day, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave me a comment. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. So guys, my lid is prepped already with the concealer that I used in cleaning my brows. So guys, to achieve this siren eye makeup look, you are going to be strategic about your placement. So I don't have a tape to use. I'm going to be using this razor blade pack to set a guideline, lifting this up towards my brows. So I'm using this as a guideline. So what I'm going to be doing first is to use a powder. So this powder is more like my skin tone color, so I'm going to be tapping that here. What you're doing is you're going to be aiming towards your brow tail to your temple. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and use this brush. This is smaller than the first one that I used. So this one here, I'm going to dip it into a deeper shade of powder and place it here. As I'm placing it, I'm working it upward like so, and I'm also taking it outward. So I'm working it upward and I'm taking it outward. So I'm going to add more of that to it. This is just to create a guideline. This is not how we're going to leave it. We just need that shape to come out from this placement. So I'm going into a more precise angle brush. So this brush, I'm going to dip it into an actual eyeshadow, and this is a brown eyeshadow. So I'm placing that here like so. I'm going to dip it into that same eyeshadow palette, and I'm using a more deeper shade at the innermost part of my outer part of my eyes. That's the inner part here, and I'm placing it carefully. So once I remove the blade, we're going to have that shape that we want. So this shape is what we are aiming towards, and we can build from here. This is the eyeshadow that I'm using. So I mixed these two shades together. So I'm basically working with brown tones, and I'm dipping my brush into both eyeshadow, and from here I'll start building up and looking straight, because the fold, you also want to make sure the eyeshadow application gets to your fold if you have hooded eyes. So like so when you look up, the eyeshadow is in your fold, like on top of your fold, just like when you are doing your wing eyeliner. So I'm going to look straight and make sure I apply it onto my fold, and I'll lift it up. I'll take it up and apply that, and just maintain that shape that we have. So I'm going to go into that second brush, and I'm going to tap around here to diffuse that line so we don't have any harsh line. And as I'm blending here, I'm blending outward. See, as I'm blending here and blending outward. Then I'm going to go back again into that brush and dip it into the darkest shade in that eyeshadow palette. I'm going to place it somewhere around here. Now I'm stretching my eyes to get to this part, and I'll close it, then feather it up a bit. So whatever I have here is extended up to this part, but not as pigmented as what I have underneath here. Do you understand, guys? So I don't want to use this brush to feather it out, so it doesn't extend to where I don't need it. I'll basically go ahead and use that brush. So the next eyeshadow I'm going to be making use of is from Morphe eyeshadow palette, and I'm using the black one here. That's this one here, and with this brush. So this is more, precise, stiff brush. So this, I'm picking it a little bit of the eyeshadow, I'll tap off excess, and I'm coming down to the innermost part of my eyeshadow. We want depth in that, sorry, of my eyelid. We want depth on this side, more like I'm building up my lash, the root of my lashes. Can you see? And I'm going to be feathering that out and taking it up a bit. So because I'm not picking so much of this eyeshadow, I'm not going to have so much color of that black eyeshadow on in my actual crease, which is this part. So I'm just going to like feather it up a bit on this side until I'm done, or until I'm, you know, fine with the pigments that I have here. So the excess of this Siren Eye is to have a lifted outer part of the eyes, and you can basically work with any colors you want. You can work with any color, but I think neutral colors look really flattering the most. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and just blend this part out, and as I'm blending, I'm winging this out and blend into my crease, just like I did with this part. Blend into your crease so you don't have any lines. So the brush I use in cleaning my brows, I'm going to go ahead and use that brush to, you know, basically clean out any, just to further make the line look sharp and neat. Not so obvious. See, just to further make it look really sharp and neat. So that is that, guys. So to build up my lash roots, I'm going to go ahead and use this. I'm really building up my lash roots, and I'm also coming down to my upper lash ring, you know, to intensify that color so I can build up my lash. Then I'm going to go ahead and use that same brush that we use in picking that black, and I'm going to carefully place that on that color we just, that liner we just applied. We don't want any lines, so it's more like you're blending things out because we don't want any lines. So I'm patting this just to diffuse that liner we just placed, and that is that, guys. So the next step, I'm just going to bring out the inner wing. So you have to raise your hair up a bit and bring your, whatever you are using to apply this part, bring it downward, like you're bringing it downward but your head is up, so that way you'll be able to achieve what you're trying to do. So once I'm done with that, I'm going ahead to use NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. So I'm putting that in my eye here. Then after that, I'm going to apply a mascara. I'm going to go ahead and fix my lashes, and I'll be right back. So guys, I went ahead to fix the lashes, and this is how it's looking. So guys, if you're interested on how I got these half lashes, please check out the tutorial somewhere in the comment section. This is all we have today for this Siren High makeup look. Let me go ahead and finish up with my look, and I'm going to be right back.